humans, it's Ice Cream Gaming, and today we're making, once again, not cupcakes. Next month we will have cupcakes. But we are making Valentine's Day treats for Valentine's Day, and fun fact, February is also the Red Heart Association month, so you know hearts. They're a thing, we all have them, at least we should. If you're not, I think you should get that checked out. So we haven't mixed cake together, so I thought we would. We can chit chat about these little friends. I'm not going to pat their heads because last time that happened, one of them tried to commit suicide. So we're just not going to do that. So I got this Pillsbury Doughboy, little Pillsbury Funfetti cake mix because we're not basic. And I got it at Winco because we're all so cheap. And when you try to be fancy, that happens. That's why we're not fancy children. Just go live your best life. And if you're using this one, you will need a 1/4 cup of oil with the biggest measuring cup. Got that one through. And then 1 cup of water with the smaller measuring cup. Because we think things through on this channel. And 4 Eggos. Not to be confused with Eggos. They're very different. So, thought we would talk about the children while we made this. So, this is peanut butter cup. You're never going to guess why. Actually, you can't see his ribbon, so you won't be able to guess why. He's like a little Reese's peanut butter cup bear. They had this like little Valentine's Day thingy, and it had like Reese's peanut butter cups and then a little bear on it. And I got him from my parents when I was I don't know how old I was. I was younger. I know that much. It was at least 4 years ago because we lived in California, but I don't know. And since he's Reese's, I named him Peanut Butter Cup. And I tried to convince my brother to name his Reese's, but he would not fly for that. So this little guy is forever alone. And I made him a little apron because aprons. And then this little dork, his name is Seal. And he's just adorable. I got him 2 years ago. And he's got little hearts on his side. You can go over there. He got little hearts. So he's Valentine's Day. He's quite cute. And I have another seal, which is not a Valentine's Day seal. But I think there's like this at Legoland. There's also a aquatic thingy revolver with aminals, and he's from there. I did not name him the name he came with. His name is Valentine. So that's all. Now that we have mixed our cake, we're gonna put it in a 9x13 pan. It's greased. If you don't know what happens when it's not greased, look into it. We're just gonna pour it. There's nothing interesting about this, except I forgot to get a spatula. That's interesting. It drips everywhere. That's why. Ooh, this smells like my childhood. The strawberry cake, it was my favorite my whole life. I remember, I think I named a birthday after it just because I wanted it that bad. I was a strange child if you haven't figured it out already. Should do a video of strange things about my childhood. It'd be like a 100-part series to cover the first couple years. So then you just spread it out, you know it's cake. Cake, am I right? I guess if you have a silicone mold, you could use that. I don't because I'm not bougie. Except I am kind of bougie, but I'm not bougie. You know, that makes sense. And then you put it in the oven for an amount of time, whatever your box says, yada yada. So we will be back when it's baked and cooled. Psych, we're talking about Rice Krispie treats because I forgot I made them. So Rice Krispie treats, it is Rice Krispies. So it's in a pot like that friend over there. You get half a stick of butter because we don't believe in 3 tablespoons. Salted, thank you very much. We don't believe in unsalted here. 4 cups of marshmallows, and then 6 or 7 cups, depends, of Rice Krispies. We use they're not behind me, that's kind of sad, that made that awkward. We use the Winco brand, because we cheap, and it tastes the same, let's be real. And then I added like a lot of red dye. If you want a lot less dye, you make it pink. I wanted it red, so I used a lot of dye. So you mix that in with the marshmallow, and then you add the Crispies, you know, you mix it. Once the marshmallows are melted, turn off the heat, add the dye, add the Crispies, mix it, have your pan greased, dump it in, smooth, make it a little even with your spatula, and then get your hands wet with cold water, pat it down, and just do that. And then I added sprinkles to like half of it for like an example, but we're going to do other stuff to the other side. Just stay tuned, friends. Goodbye forever. Hello, I psyched you out again. We're not cutting no cake, we're cutting the Rice Krispies. Anyway, so I have this lovely metal heart cookie cutter. You can use smaller ones. We like the big boys. aka this was the only metal one we had, but just don't tell the humans. Wait. Oh well. So anyway, I've melted some chocolate. You can temper it if you want. No, it's fine. No one's gonna bother. It's softer chocolate. You already have like the cut your mouth Rice Krispies, so wouldn't you want soft or something? Anyway, and then we have sprinkles. We got these ones. We got these ones. We got these ones, which are shiny. And then all of these ones. I'm great at explaining stuff. So, just cut it. Just cut it in the most space-efficient way. Close to the edges are good. And I don't really know how to explain it. If you've played with Play-Doh, you know how to do this. I'm confident of that. And then you just then boom, you got a little heart. So we're going to put that to the side for now and cut all the little hearts. So, I cannot think of a topic to talk about. I have a very interesting life, as you can tell by me not thinking of anything to talk about. So I'm just going to talk about a YouTuber I watch. There's this candy making YouTuber I watch. The channel's name is Lofty Pursuits. And it's run by Greg, and he does these he makes hard candy, and it's for sale and stuff. And he does Valentine's candy every year. So that's just a fun fact. I think that's how I found the channel. It was either that or the lavender candy. So that's all I have to talk. I don't know what I want to talk about. Normally I have a bunch of topics, but I just haven't thought of anything. So, we'll talk about my current addiction. Hobby. Crochet. I feel like it's an underrated thing, crochet. For that's just what old people do, but no, it's amazing. I made this little strawberry purse, and I've made a pineapple purse. You can do a lot of stuff with crochet, and there's different stitches for different looks. I highly suggest trying it if you have not. Crochet tutorials may or may not be coming soon to a different channel. You didn't hear it from me, but maybe if y'all are good. So anyway, after that, it's crispy bits. We are going to set this aside, but don't throw it out yet. That's just wasteful, children, and we don't condone being wasteful. And we're going to turn these. You can leave them like they are and just drizzle. Yeah. You can leave them how they are and just drizzle chocolate or just not do it. We're going to put them on little cake pop sticks. So they're going to look cute. You see? But so dip in your melted chocolate and dip your little cake pop stick in some. And put it in the bottom of it. So see, it's like a little thingy. And you gotta let it set though. Otherwise it's just gonna fall apart and that would be depressing. So that's all you do. And I'm just gonna keep doing this and we will be back once it's set. Faked you out again, we're gonna make the little cake pop thingies, but the Rice Krispies, because you know. So we're gonna just take the little off bits, you know. You can cut it if you want it to be smaller. This is what this much makes about. It's like a bigger cake pop, but you want moist hands. You're welcome for that. And you just squish it. It's Play-Doh. It's edible Play-Doh, children. So you just squish it like Play-Doh, and then you take your little cake pop stick and you dip it. That's swirl action, right? And then you just put it like a cake pop. and you let it sit. That's all there is to it. I promise I'm not psyching y'all out this time. Next time you see me, we will be dipping the hearts. Psych, we're not actually dipping, except we are dipping. See, I psyched you out by not psyching you out. I don't know what I'm doing. I've had too much sugar this early in the day. That's what's happening right now. So, what are we doing? Okay, we're dipping the hearts. So, you know, we got our lovely little heart sickle. And we got our chocolate. If you want, you can be bougie and use like the colored chocolate. Just gonna dip it, and then the stick's not coming out. That's not what's happening. And you wanna like shake off all the extra chocolate. That's not dipped enough. That's better. Just shake it off. Let's not get copyrighted by singing that song. Now that's all I'm gonna think about. And then you just lay it down, and then you got some sprinkles. I'm gonna pick out my sprinkles. Okay, so I want the pink, like sandy sugar thingy. Just like a little like. That's from something. I don't know what it is, but it was like my recessive memory. No, that's not how that works. I don't know. I don't know what the term is. And then I want the little heart. The little hearts. Because they're cute. And you just like, so. My sprinkle container's not wanting to cooperate. Cooperate? That's not a word. Also, if you want it to be easier to dip, you could refrigerate them. I didn't. I don't got time for that. You know, busy YouTuber. You probably should. Do as I say, not as I do, children. So I will keep doing this, and we'll be back when I'm done with the hearts. All right, we are back with the cake. Are you gonna get psyched out? What? Anyway, so we have the funfetti cake. It has been very much cooled, and now we're just gonna cut it like you cut a cake. Actually, this is not how you cut a cake normally. At least it's not how I cut a cake. I don't know how you live your life. I mean, you do you, boo. But, you know, I'm going to cut them all, and then we're going to put them on the tray. But I have thought of another story. So, when I was a wee little small child, we probably shouldn't say that. We're going to get, you know, demonetized for being a kids channel, because that makes sense. Anyway, YouTube, am I right? My grandma, Nani, that's what I called her, she would make me this well, not this one, because back in late 2000s, early 2010s, we didn't have these fancy unicorn funfetti cakes. We had basic cakes, and it was fine, but now all the children need their unicorn and mermaid cakes. Dissing on all the 6-year-olds. It was like, you know, the basic one, but it was amazing. She would make me it when I was sick because cake makes all the things better. Ooh, that's sticky. Okay, so I need a little doodad. Here we go. Good enough. So now we just gotta retrieve our little heart cakes, and we're going to place them on this tray. I didn't tell y'all what we're doing. Pro YouTuber. We are going to be like, we're going to make this, I don't know how to explain it. It's not a chocolate sauce, but it's like frosting, but it's like in between. It's basically frosting, to like put over them, because we're going to write on them like little conversation hearts. This one I got really good, even. Pro baker. I'm shocked at how thick these, some of them are thick and some of them are really thin. Maybe it's because I poured on that side and this side's the one that is thin. We're just not going to talk about that, okay? And okay, I'm not going to like leave y'all in the dark like I did with the Rice Krispies. Wow, they got way less like good as the guy kept cutting. Anyway, we're going to also make we're gonna save the scraps and make actual cake balls this time, but set them to the side. That was anticlimactic. We'll be right back when it's time to make the drizzle thingy. Except it's not drizzle. I'm just having an existential crisis, that's all. Alright, humans, we are back and we're ready to make the frosting thingy. So in this pot, we have a stick of melted butter and like a teaspoon of vanilla. And then once you've melted it, kill the heat, add the vanilla, and then you're going to add half a cup of... I think I just choked on my stutter. Half a cup of cocoa powder and mix it really good. Now, for the people at home, I can say from experience, do not lick this mixture. It's nasty. It is nasty. Just don't do it. Do it. If you do it, I told you so. Don't say I didn't tell you so, because I told you so. So mix that until it's smooth, and then add 4 cups of powdered sugar all at once. Fun fact, this is the first time I've made this. Camera lady's just helping me along. We can make it for the first time together. She goes real aggressive, and I'm too scared to make a mess, so that's what this is. Ooh, come on. Don't be a brat. Bullying powdered sugar. Awkward silence. I don't know. I'm just focusing. Camera lady, do you want to tell a story? Their favorite story of when I made a mess. I don't know what the story is. Just tell your favorite. Oh my goodness. Tell your favorite story of one of my messes from my childhood. Go for it.
Implying that it's my favorite would imply that I enjoyed cleaning after it.
No, your favorite if you wanted to embarrass me. Whatever you want to do, man. It's your show right now.
You may want to try and add a little bit of milk.
Yeah, I was like, what is happening? You're going to add some little milk as needed. Well, was it like a funny scenario? Do you have one that's a funny scenario?
I think my favorite one is when it rained and you had your...
The chalk?
No. You went outside in your red and white polka dotted rain boots, green leggings, pink tutu skirt.
I was a little princess. I took ballet.
And a yellow shirt to go play in the mud.
I have no shame in that. I looked good.
Let me know if you need more milk.
I need more milk. Okay, we'll be right back with more milk. Hello humans, we are back with more milk. I mean, I looked good. You know what? You still owe me something.
What is that?
Actually, you owe me 2 things.
What is that?
I'm thinking about it. When I think it was the year of, Merida. We were shopping for new leotards and stuff, and I wanted the blue one. Or I couldn't decide between, well, we were going to get pink, obviously. And I couldn't decide between blue or purple, so you promised the next year we would get blue. Because I decided on purple, reluctantly. I guess I'll do purple. You never got me the blue the next year, just saying. Also, I do remember, I had this, should I have more milk?
Yes.
I do remember I had this monkey purse. Ooh, it was a lot, oh well. And I do believe we went to the Disneyland, and I do believe we stayed in a hotel. And I do believe I forgot it in a hotel. I do believe I was distraught on the tram. And I do believe you promised me you would give me my quarters that I lost. I do believe you have never given me those quarters.
Do you remember how many quarters it was?
Yes, I do.
How many
quarters?
quarters?
7 quarters.
I will give you 7 quarters if that will make your life better.
Yes, it will. This is it.
A little bit more.
No, I think it'll
A little bit more.
Okay, well, if you want to put on a cake, stop here. Because I feel like that's what we do for, like, a cake. But we want it to be nice and runny for this. Let's see. You would never be able to tell this. I'm just going to say that. I was a very messy child. You think I'm that now? You haven't seen anything, right, Ma?
Correct.
I believe Father has a picture. I'm like laying in bed with his cover on, with like my whole face is chocolate. That's just a little story from my youth.
A little tiny bit more.
Yeah,
Get the lumps out. Might as well.
I was joking. I mean, hey, if you want to go for it, go for it. Yeah, that's nasty. I can't. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm a messy human.
There you go.
This is what they made for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Gus is cute. Gus. Sorry, I'm just vibing over here. Okay, we'll be right back once the hazmat team has come through. All right, we're back for the pouring, and you want to be a little spared because we still got our cake pops to make. Don't get too crazy, but we can always scrape it from the bottom of the little tray. So we have a cookie tray with a little, like a thingy that holds the cakes. Oh, cooling rack. Yes, that's the one. Underneath our little heart cakes, and we're just gonna, do a little drizzle, drizzle action. You can let it run off the side. Like I said, we have a little drip pan. I'm gonna go over a rough pass and then get a little offset spatula to help it out. Because we're fancy here. Didn't I just say we're not fancy a little bit ago? We also don't listen to ourselves here. That was so sly. Plus 10 slide power. We're gonna need That's what aprons are for, kids. And then we're just gonna, help it go off the sides. Go all the way down. If you need to add more, you do you. Don't be scared to make a mess. That's why we bake, so we can make messes. Clearly. As I'm so lovely demonstrating. So lovely. Wow, English. You honestly, be honest, comment. Could you tell, if you just met me, would you know that English is my first language? Because I don't think you would be able to. I think you would think it's like my third language. I stutter my words and then I get like tongue-tied. I don't know, man. I'm just living my life. Alright. So I hope you get the idea, If you don't, just rewatch the video. It just gives me more view hours in minutes because I don't have enough views for it to be in hours. That's sad. So just continue doing this. You can go over more passes to get the sides if you want. I'm not sure what look I will be going for, but we will be back when this is done. Okay, so we're back. We have our crumbled cake. You just go like boop, 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 and it's fun. And now we're gonna make a little cake pops. So we have our frosting, and you want to add a very little bit at a time. It's like, I don't know, like a spoonful at a time or something. Maybe 2 spoonfuls to start. Our washer is sinking too. That's how nice that is. So now you can use a spoon if you would like. I just go straight in with my hands because we all know my hands are gonna get messy anyway. So let's just go all in. And so we're just gonna talk. How's life? I mean, life. It's there. We're all doing it. If you're not living while you're watching this, how? First, I would like to know how. Second, good for you. Good for you. Living your best death, I guess. That's not morbid. So everybody says you want it to be the consistency of wet sand. If you grew up by the beach, like I did, you would know there are many ways to have wet sand. You can have wet sand that's like kinetic sand. You can have wet sand that crumbles. But a better thing is you want it to be like this. If you not like that. That's fine, honestly. If you squeeze it hard, like you take a fistful and you squeeze it, and you be able to hold it like that. That's what you want. You don't want it to be like so much frosting that it like is too like frosting-y, because that's a word. But you also don't want too little that it doesn't have structural integrity. Oh, I used a big word. Just a big word. And then you also want it to be like pretty well combined. And then I'll be right back. I gotta wash my hands. We're back with clean hands. So yeah, like I said, you want to have structural integrity, but you also don't want to be like too wet, too moist, if you will. You're welcome. I didn't say that with evil intentions. No. So I'm just using the tiny scoop and just gonna scoop it on the pan. And I'm gonna scoop. So you want to scoop a whole pan's worth, and as long as they're not touching, they're like can be really close. So you're gonna scoop a whole pan's worth and then roll them, and we will be right back for that. Don't you worry, friend. Okay, so as you can see, we have them all laid out, and so you take one of your little scoops, and you just like, with dry hands, make sure your hands are dry this time. For the Rice Krispies, you want them wet, but for this you want dry. You just kind of squish it together, so it's like a little ball, and doesn't look like an ice cream scoop anymore. And I just thought about something when I was doing this off camera. It's like little truffles. So see, cheap truffles. I mean, like C's, they're good. Like I love C's candy. They're amazing, but they are expensive. I mean, it's worth it, but still, I went from where I live. There was like a C's on every corner. It felt like it was like the Kroger. It's like on every corner where I grew up in California. Then moving to Texas, the closest C's is like a tiny C's. And then the closest real C's is quite far. It's kind of sad, not gonna lie. But, that's just a little childhood depression for you. So we're gonna have these chill you could do in the fridge overnight, but we need these to be quick. So we're gonna put them in the freezer for 30 minutes, and we will be right back after that. Alright, we are back, and we are ready to decorate the hearts. You can do a lot of stuff to decorate them. You can make them conversation hearts. You could put conversation hearts on them. If you were going to write, I would suggest getting like the tubes of frosting from like the Kroger or the Walmart and use that. I'm going to like drizzle and sprinkle because I love a drizzle. I love a sprinkle. And you can just, do whatever. For the recipe on how to drizzle, watch my strawberry lemonade cupcake video linked below. And you can use the lemon, but we used milk instead. So, watch my video. So I'm just going to like go to town and just have a good time. That's what we're doing here. Ooh, getting risky, man. I'm genuinely having fun now. This is amazing. Just like find something to drizzle. Got a cat, put some drizzle on it. Got a fish, put some drizzle on it. Just drizzle, man. You could drizzle. Get fried catfish, drizzle some lemon on it. Just do whatever. This one's going to be half and half. We have two colors, in case you would ask. So, words. Now I'm going to put sprinkles. So, we're going to do, we're going to do a poll. Comment below if you like sprinkles. I love sprinkles. Mother, would you like to tell them your stance on sprinkles?
Not a fan.
Your little grin. Little grimace. That's what she looks. That's how she looks. I promise. Sorry. When sprinkles, I get in a trance, man. Sounds so creepy. I promise I'm not a psychopath, as far as I know. So, yeah, do you like sprinkles? Do you only like certain kinds of sprinkles? What kind of sprinkles do you like, if you like them at all? Just let me know, my dudes. This is a free judgment-free space. Unless you don't like sprinkles, then I'll judge. But I won't judge you outwardly. You won't know I judge you, but you know I judge you because I just told you. I'm just that great of a person. So I'm just gonna continue doing this, and we'll be right back once we have a drizzle color change. Okay, so we're back. I do want to say something while I do the purple. We are running out of time because we have somewhere we need to be tonight. It's Wednesday, so we have church. So I'll just tell you what to do for the little cake pop thingies because we don't have time to do them. What you're gonna want to do is once they've been in either the fridge or freezer for the proper amount of time for each one, you're going to want to either, if you want to dip them into something, you're going to want to use chocolate, and you put them in, drop them with a fork and bring them out and put them on like a cookie sheet or something with parchment paper, and then just let them sit in the fridge for an amount of time. Or if you want to drizzle, you could use either the chocolate or the frosting that we made, and just do that. But now we're just gonna continue sprinkling these and think of any other topics we can talk about. Ooh, have you ever had conversation hearts? Because I have not. I've never had them before. I just know what they are. Have you had them? Also, I got very confused this year because I thought the company went out of business, and apparently they did. But the reason they're still being sold is because another company started making them. So that's a fun fact. What sprinkle should I use? Which one? We have all the options. We have hearts. Wow. What?
The sugar.
Oh, pretty. Was that some Karen Lady's opinion? Do you want another one?
No, I had just that.
Okay, so we will be right back for the final shots. Alright, so here are the finished products. So you can admire them. So, sorry, I was choking on a sprinkle. The sprinkles just had me all choked up. But yeah, these are there's the one dipped. There's our little cake pop and the drizzled one. And there's the little cake one. I just want to say thank you for watching. You should see a video. You should see a video popping up in the left hand of the screen, and a playlist of all of my cupcake videos in the right. And please subscribe and like the video and comment letting me know what was your favorite, and if you've had conversation hearts / do you like sprinkles. So thank you for watching, and bye.